Unit 4. Music. Unit 4, Lesson 1. Music and Behavior.
Where did you go yesterday? Did you hear music at any of those places? There's a good chance that you did. Today, most stores and restaurants play music. You might even hear music in an office or on a farm. Scientists believe that music affects the way people behave. According to some scientists, the sound of Western classical music, Mozart and Bach, makes people feel richer. When a restaurant plays classical music, people spend more money on food and drinks. When the restaurant plays modern music, people spend less money. With no background music, people spend even less. Scientists also believe that loud, fast music makes people eat faster. People actually chew their food faster when the music gets faster. Some restaurants play fast music during their busy hours. This gets people to eat faster and leave quickly. Restaurants can make more money this way. Some scientists think that music makes you think and learn better. They say that music helps students to be more alert. It is true that people learn better when they are relaxed, and listening to music can help you relax. The next time you hear music somewhere, be careful. It might change the way you behave.
Unit 4, Lesson 2. Blues and Jazz. People from Europe and America brought Africans to America as slaves before and during the 19th century. These Africans brought their music with them. After the American Civil War, 1861 to 1865, the African American people in the United States were not slaves. Their African American music became famous. It started in the South, in Louisiana and Mississippi. Then it traveled to the North. This music became the blues and then jazz. Blues and jazz became very popular in the 20th century. A person who sings the blues feels sad. Usually he or she lost something, a person or maybe money or a job. Blues songs express sad feelings, sometimes in a funny way. People played the blues first with only one or two instruments, for example, a guitar, a harmonica, or sometimes a piano. Sometimes they sang without any instruments. Some famous blues musicians and singers are Bessie Smith, John Lee Hooker, and B.B. King. B.B. King named his guitar Lucille. Jazz came soon after blues. Composers added more musical instruments. Jazz can be happier than the blues and is often faster. Some famous jazz musicians are Duke Ellington, Louis Armstrong, Miles Davis, and Wynton Marsalis. Musicians who play blues and jazz change the music to express their feelings. They play the music differently each time. People all over the world still like to listen to blues and jazz. Unit 4, Lesson 3. Rock and Roll.
Rock and roll came from jazz and the blues during the 1950s. One of the first rock and roll songs was Bill Haley's Rock Around the Clock. One of the first very famous rock and roll singers was Elvis Presley. Others were Buddy Holly and Chuck Berry. Now, almost every country has many rock and roll bands and singers. Sometimes performers call their music by different names, like rap or punk. They sing and play mixtures of rock and roll and talking or other sounds. Rap and punk both came from rock and roll or rock music. Some fans who like rock music think that classical music is boring. Many fans play rock music very loudly. They forget about the people who enjoy soft music. Loud music can make these people nervous. Many fans also like to dance to rock and roll. When rock and roll was new, people had only records to play the music at home. After that, people used cassette tapes and records. Now we listen to music on compact discs, often called CDs. Most modern bands and singers pay companies to make videos of their songs. With videos, fans can see the performers at the same time that they listen to the music. Making a recording and the video that goes with it is very expensive.
Unit 4, Lesson 4. Country and Western Music. Country Western music is very old. It came from the United States, Canada, Ireland, and Great Britain. Country Western music is a mixture of music from all of these places. In the American West, cowboys had to take care of the cattle. They had to watch them all day and all night because the cattle were nervous and sometimes ran away. A cowboy's life was lonely and dangerous. When he was alone with the cattle, he drank strong coffee to stay awake at night. He also sang music to the cattle to calm them. He sang about the stars and the moon, about his family and his friends. The cattle listened to the cowboy and went to sleep. They did not run away if he sang beautiful, peaceful music. Cowboys also sang music when they traveled to town to relax and have a good time. Sometimes they played either guitars or harmonicas. Later, they used violins and other instruments. In the American South, many people came from Ireland, Scotland, and England. Other people came from French Canada. They enjoyed their own kind of music. They used guitars, violins, and harmonicas too. They also added instruments from their homes, like bottles, cans, and spoons. When they visited their friends and families on holidays like Thanksgiving, they usually sang and played country music. Country Western music describes life. It talks about love, jobs, home, and money. People in many parts of the world like country music because everyone knows something about these ideas. Also, many fans of this music wear Western clothes and dance together to country Western music. Many bands all over the world now perform country Western music. Unit 4, Lesson 5. Latin Music and Salsa.
Latin music is very common in countries where people speak Spanish or Portuguese. However, people all over the world can enjoy it. This music comes from Mexico, the Caribbean, Central America, and South America. Salsa is one kind of Latin music. Big cities like Miami, New York, San Juan, Havana, and Panama City have their own kinds of salsa. Latin music is a mixture of European music and African music. It has a strong beat. Many years ago, people played Latin music mostly on guitars with drums, but now whole orchestras with lots of other instruments play it. Composers of Latin music express their feelings in their music. Sometimes they are very happy, and sometimes they are sad. Rubén Blades and Juan Luis Guerra are two famous modern Latin American composers. They perform their own music with their own orchestras. People play salsa with other Latin music at home or when they visit their friends. Sometimes salsa fans play cards in the afternoon or at night, on weekends or holidays, while they listen to Latin music. Some people bring guitars and play them while they sing. The other people relax and enjoy the music, but they don't stop playing cards. They roast or bake food in the oven or fry it on top of the stove in oil. When the food is ready, they stop playing cards. They listen to the music while they eat. The food tastes good. People who dance enjoy Latin music because it is easy to dance to. The beat is very strong. Dancers can move their whole bodies. They can dance alone or with someone. Other people enjoy listening to Latin music. Usually the words are in Spanish or Portuguese, but sometimes they are in English or another language. Many Latin songs have beautiful words, but if a person does not understand them, it is not important. A person can still enjoy the music. The sound is international.